Hey, I'm Father Ben Sharp. I am the rector at Christ Church in Winston-Salem, and I have a really important announcement about this coming weekend, this coming Sunday at Christ Church that you need to know about. And if you hear some rustling around or some panting, that would be Jaeger, the Good Shepherd. He's out here with me today, so I hope he doesn't interrupt our conversation, but you never can tell. So I wanted to let you know that this coming Sunday, June the 7th, 2020, Christ Church is going to be returning to our typical schedule of two services on Sunday morning, 9 and 11 a.m. 9 and 11 a.m. The reason we're going to go to two services, one at 9 a.m. and one at 11 a.m., is because of when we came back to church for just one service this past Sunday, we really had more people in the worship space, in the nave, or sanctuary, whatever you want to call it, than we should have had, I think. And we had to use our overflow rooms and things like that. So we don't want to have to use overflow rooms. We will have an overflow room or two available if we need them during those services, but we would prefer not to have to use those. And I don't think people prefer to be in the overflow rooms. So I wanted to let you know a few of the things that'll be consistent with going to two services. What are the practices that we're going to be observing as we go to two services? Well, first of all, there will not be a nursery provided, no creche, no nursery provided in either of the services at this time. We're still working on developing policies and procedures that are consistent with the guidance we're getting from health officials and from our own diocese about how to take care of the health of our children and their parents in the time of this pandemic that we're dealing with right now. So there won't be nursery, so the children will be with you in the worship space. And that being said, children need to remain with their parents throughout the worship service. Infants particularly is what we're talking about here, because they are going to be, they can't wander again because of the risk of infection. We want to keep them together. There will be catechesis for children of that age group that would typically go out for catechesis for Bible training during the service. That'll be at both 9 and 11 a.m. We're asking that parents take them out instead of them just lining up and going out. So parents, please take your catechesis age children out to catechesis and make sure they sterilize their hands. There's plenty of hand sanitizer all throughout the church right now in various bottles and sprays and things like that. So we have that provided for. And so please be aware of that. That information is actually in the parish notes. In fact, I'm telling you everything that's already come out in the parish notes. We just want to we want to reiterate that. We also want to ask that you continue at this time to wear a mask. Please wear a mask, a face mask during the worship service. If you're like me, this is annoying, and if we were social distancing outside, it certainly would not be a requirement. But we're going to be indoors. Our bishop has directed us to do this, and so we're going to be compliant with the direction of our bishop. But know that that situation is dynamic as the situation in our regarding the pandemic changes. As we get better information, new information as the summer progresses, I'm sure that fairly soon will become an optional practice. So be of good cheer, do not lose heart. That if that makes if that's something that aggravates you, don't worry, it'll probably be coming to an end in the next few weeks. And when will we be doing the streaming service? Well, the streaming service will occur. So we're going to live stream the 9 a.m. service. We're going to live stream the 9 a.m. service. And you're saying, well, my goodness, I'm not sure my family can all get up and watch TV at 9 a.m. Well, the good news is it'll still be on the YouTube page that Christ Church has. So you'll have easy access to it, or you can access it by just clicking live stream there on the Christ Church website. So it's christchurchws.org. That is the website where on that home page you can click the big red button, and that will take you to the live stream and to the page with all the other Christ Church videos. So just to recap, there will be services this weekend at Christ Church, June 7th in 2020 at 9 and 11 a.m. We're going to reduce our crowd volume in the sanctuary by doing that. No nursery will be provided. Children's catechesis will be provided. Please wear a mask. and during that time, if for some reason you just can't do that, totally understand. Again, we'll be live streaming, so you can still participate via the live stream, and that live stream is going to continue probably throughout the summer, at least, and during this time when we are still in sort of a mandatory reduced capacity situation. We'll still be practicing social distancing within the sanctuary. There will be signage up. They'll help you with that. Read your parish notes if you are a Christ Church Parish Notes subscriber. Please go and fill your mind with all the good details that are in that. In fact, this weekend is particularly important. We have some special calls for prayer and fasting from our Archbishop Foley Beach, and also a letter from our bishops, Bishop Steve Breedlove and Bishop Quig Lawrence. You need to be reading those as well. We'll say more about that this Sunday. And hope you're all doing well. Stay safe and well. You are in our prayers. You're in my prayers as the rector of Christ Church, praying for you at Christ Church, and praying that as we gather together on this Trinity Sunday, the Feast of the Holy Trinity, we will encounter Christ's presence in our worship through the Word of God, through the sacrament, and through the gathering of the body. And we look forward to seeing you then. God bless.